Tara! Go away! What's up, guys? It's your boy Smilez, and I am back. Did y'all like my intro? I was trying to learn Rihanna's intro to the SavageXFenty show like in 5 minutes. She had a couple hours. I had like 5 minutes. Did I do okay? Was Tara messing me up? Tara was messing me up, bitch. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it. You know, I just don't understand how you cannot stand robbing Rihanna Fenty. Like, this woman is amazing. Like, what music artist, what person, what entertainer you know is going to dominate their initial industry? Highest selling digital artist, most streamed female artist ever, first artist to reach 100 million certifications, single certifications, and now she's doubled that. First black artist to get 31 top 10s, and then move into other industries such as Fenty Beauty and shake up the beauty industry. I mean, all the other beauty labels were adding more shades, all of a sudden trying to cater to darker skinned women and lighter skinned women. Then get into fashion, not just a partnership like she did with Puma, like create her own fashion house. Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Fenty. And then do a lingerie line, which we had no idea about lingerie line. Show it at Fashion Week last year, and then come back and have a whole segment. We ain't even know she had a deal with Amazon Prime. And have a whole like special, not a regular runway show, just like a performance. Like Victoria's Secret is shook. Like, I don't even know her. Like, how can you not stand the queen of snatching wigs? Like, I'm pretty sure Rihanna goes home and look at her wall of wigs and just be like, I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. Like, Rihanna just, how can you not stand? How can you not? How can you not be a part of the Navy? Oh, but you can't come now. The Navy's full. We're full, guys. The Navy is full. But to get started with the show, I thought that first of all, I thought that it was going to be just the show. And then when I got to see that we're going to see some behind the scenes, I was like, perfect. I always like to see the creative process. It was one of my things that I really wanted to see with the Beyonce Homecoming. You know, I wanted to see them pick the songs and everything. So, like, to see Rihanna do it is great, because I've always liked to see the behind the scenes of whatever. Y'all used to watch Making the Video. Y'all remember that? Y'all too young? Okay. Well, the creative process. So it was good to know that Rihanna has her hands in everything. She touches everything. All the pieces that are going to be worn, the music that's going to be played, the set. She was involved in everything. Which is so funny, because when Rihanna came out, people were like, oh, she's just a puppet. She's just this little mindless little pop girl. They just give her songs, she sing it. And it was like, even Jay Brown, I think it was, in the segment was just saying how as soon as Rihanna turned 18, she started really taking control of her career. and wanting to do and letting people know what she wanted to do and started to go towards those goals. Like, Rihanna's that bitch, and people tried to doubt her. Y'all remember when they said Rihanna's gonna be a one-hit wonder? I mean, top 10s alone, she's at 31. That's way past one-hit wonder, but who am I? And it was something that she said that really stuck. It was just like, I can't remember the exact quote, but it was, people that are gonna actually make history don't talk about making history. It was something like that. It was just like, wow, you think about how many people are always talking about how they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that, and it's just like they rarely ever do it because they're more focused on convincing themselves or convincing others that they're gonna do it instead of just doing it. Just do it. That's what Nike said. So let's get into the performance. Very similar to the Victoria's Secret fashion show, they did have performers, but the big difference here was the performers were pretty much on stage by themselves. First was Big Sean and A$AP Ferg. Apparently, I think Ferg said that Rihanna seen them on the VMAs and hit them up and was like she wanted them to come perform those songs. We also had Migos come out. Funny, they came out right after Laverne Cox walked by. If you don't know why that's funny, you'll figure it out. They came out, they did some song. I don't know the song. I'm not that familiar with all the Migos stuff. And Halsey, I don't know how to pronounce the name. She also performed. She was the only female singer performer. She did a good job, and she was the only one that performed with like the women, actively interacting with the other models that were there, which was really dope. And I think that was maybe a very conscious move on Rihanna's part to not have like the models dancing around the rappers like a music video, like they were objects. It was like the rappers are on stage and then the models are on stage, and then when the models were around the singer, it was another woman. So it was kind of a very slick move and very a woman empowerment statement, because normally like on Victoria's Secret runway you have the models dancing around the singer most of the time it's males, and they're like smiling and doing all this like their accessories when they're really supposed to be the focal point of the whole thing. DJ Khaled was there. Don't know why. Tierra Whack came out, which I'm so glad Tierra Whack is getting some shine. Check out her music. I'm probably gonna have to put a link up there for it. And also Fat Joe came out. I thought it was a missed opportunity. It would have been so great for Remy Ma to come out and some SavageXFenty, but maybe next time. Now, my biggest thing that I didn't like about the performances is that they were too long. They were literally performing almost whole songs, and some of the songs were either kind of old or they weren't that familiar. They were very new. So I think it would have made the show a little bit better had they performed either snippets of songs that were more familiar to get the crowd more hype, or songs that just people just really liked. Now the guest models, the standouts were of course Normani. Normani has been on an up and up ever since really stepping out of the shell of Fifth Harmony and killing it. So I mean, she does what Normani does. She looks amazing. Her body looks amazing. She looked great in the SavageXFenty. She danced and killed it. Normani, thumbs up to you. Laverne Cox. My issue with Laverne Cox is that she is like a Beyonce impersonator. You ever see like Michael Jackson impersonators? What do? They imitate Michael Jackson 24/7. Even when they're not in costume, they're imitating Michael Jackson. That's what Laverne Cox is always doing. It's like she's always imitating Beyonce, the hair movements, but she imitates Beyonce as like how the white drag queens imitate Beyonce. Like it ain't got the swag that Beyonce got, like how Shangela did it. Y'all remember when Shangela performed in front of Beyonce at the what was that award show? Do you remember what that award show was? It was the gay award show. I can't remember, but Shangela did a Beyonce tribute, and it was real like potato salad with raisins in it, unseasoned chicken. It was just no swag at all. It was just the movements, but no swag. That's how Laverne Cox does it. I mean, Laverne Cox looked great, but she didn't need to dance. She didn't need to hair flip and kick her legs. She just needed to walk and give us a nasty strut, and she just did too much. The loser of the program was Slick Woods. I don't know if this bitch was high, drunk, rolling, sipping that shit Wayne on. I don't know what the hell was going on with her. It's like one part, she was just literally standing just in the middle of the stage. She looked like she was one out of place. She looked like she didn't know if she was supposed to pose, stand, look here, look there. She just kind of threw her stuff up and she just got this stupid look. She ain't really had no sexy sense. I ain't know what the fuck was going on with Slick Woods. And it's a clip of her at New York Fashion Week at another show walking a pedestrian walk on the runway. Like, what the fuck is that? Slick Woods, get your shit together, bitch. I don't know what the fuck going on with you. Paris was the choreographer. Apparently, I think this is the same choreographer that worked with Rihanna on the Video Vanguard Awards when she did like the trap section. And she had the dancers and she did like Needed Me and Bitch Better Have My Money and all that. Choreography was amazing. It was dope. It was hella dope. The visuals were stupid. Congratulations, good job, Paris, for that. Of course, Rihanna, as always, with her endeavor, she's one of her biggest things is to be all inclusive. Even with her Fenty brand, somebody was like, are you gonna come out with some men things? And she said, there are some men things. You can wear whatever you want. You like it, you can buy it. So it's kind of the same thing. She makes stuff in almost every size you can imagine. She had models, of course, of all different shades, and they were all wearing Fenty Beauty. Plug. She had big models, skinny models, short models. She had some models that had amputated legs, so they had their prosthetic legs on, walking better than Slick Woods, who has real legs. She had trans models. I can't remember the drag queen. One of the drag queens from Drag Race I recognized there. It was just great to see everything. People always try to think and say, well, they're not women or this, that, and the third. If they want to identify as women, they're women. And I think it was great for Rihanna to have so many different types of women in her show and show that anybody can wear this. Is anybody, whatever. It was just great for Rihanna to have that. And I think what was also so cool is that all the women in the show had on SavageXFenty lingerie, dancing, busting splits, twerking, jumping up and down, modeling. Like, it really was a good way to show how quality the material is. Like, you know, look at the material. Like, it was dope. And I'm just looking like, oh my God, this is a great show. I'm like, hold on, everybody does have on SavageXFenty. Like, this is some great stuff, and it will make you want to really buy it. And shit, if you have wild sex, I mean, you don't have to worry about your stuff tearing and ripping, because they were just busting it open on a special and ain't nothing rip, tear, or fall apart. Rihanna makes quality shit, just like she made quality music. The fuck? Overall, I thought the collection was amazing. It is a lot better than Victoria's Secret, which is always who you're going to compare it to, because it just was more than bra and panties. I think every time we see Victoria's Secret runway, it's bra, panties, and wings. Wow. Innovative. Rihanna she had tights, she had corsets, she had bras, panties, she had garter belts, she had robes. Rihanna, I've seen the guys had on clothes that I've never seen before. And I seen Sean Combs' son had on SavageXFenty like boxers. Like, where's the men's stuff? I feel like you got some men's stuff and you was trying to preview it and you ain't released it yet. Like, where's it at? Because, you know, this right here, it ain't Savage, but it would be if you release some stuff. So can you release it, and then can you also release your album? Okay, we're not gonna talk about your album, but it was dope for, like, everybody had on, like, really, like, even the guys, Migos and Big Sean and ASAP Ferg had on these like metallic rainbow kind of like clothes on, and I think that might be like her Savage brand, some stuff that we might get in 2020. Like, Rihanna thinks she's slick. She tried to slide it on through like we weren't gonna know. We see you. I see you, bitch. I see you. Next thing I want to talk about is, what does this mean for R9? Of course, we got to talk about R9 and what R9 might bring. To look at the amount of production that she put into this show, for lingerie, this is not even her main job, it's one of her side jobs. She put this amount of production and dancers and all this thought for a lingerie fashion show. this tour is gonna be stupid. These visuals are gonna be stupid. Like R9 it's got to top what she's doing right now. And though she's not gonna announce it, and she's just probably gonna hit us over the head with it, I'm sure Rihanna is gonna come with it. And Rihanna, bitch, we is ready. We is ready. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and look out for that new Rihanna album. It's coming soon, ho! Bye.
What are your thoughts over the SavageXFenty show? Be sure to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and click a link for some more content.